So excited to be here for our first podcast, and we're going to be interviewing or chatting with Jessica today. Jessica Saldan is my assistant and my good friend, and we just wanted to have a conversation and introduce you guys, and because she mainly works behind scene in our transaction, and I'm super excited that we're doing this today.
I'm excited as well. Not really, because I don't like being out in front of the camera, but I'm here.
Yeah, we're going to have fun.
Yes,
so
it'll be fun.
just want to let's introduce yourself. So let's go ahead. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I started working with Ileana, with you about 3 years now, but I've known you forever. So it was interesting that we started working together. So
let's talk about that. How did that come about?
So we've known each other since high school, right? Since we were freshmen, probably.
I would say freshman, sophomore.
So we were always friends in high school, and then we lost touch for a bit, and then we actually were friends. Well, we found each other again. We were both pregnant at the same time, right? Is that
yeah?
One? And then you actually helped me sell a house and buy a house, and so we've always been in each other's lives, which is awesome. But anyways, so I was basically bored at my old job. I was there for 16 years. I was an insurance agent, and I was just bored. And one day, well, no, it wasn't one day, but I was just looking online for other jobs, and I saw that you, or Ileana, Dominguez and Associates, had posted a job opening. And it was like on a website. It wasn't directly to you. So I actually applied to that, and I applied to the school district and a few other places. And I didn't let you know. I didn't text you. I just let me do this and see, because it was through a third party.
Right. Company.
Yeah, company. So I actually got a call back. And after a million tests and interviews, I'm here.
4 interviews.
I felt like I was interviewing for the FBI. It was intense. It was they made me cry. They made me all kinds of stuff, but it was worth it. So
I remember watching the videos, and I got excited once I knew you were applying. So that was a shock when I saw your application, and I was like, why didn't she tell me? What's going on here? So, but I thought that was super cool that you weren't trying to use our friendship to, get a job with me.
Exactly.
So that put less pressure on me. And at that point, I was really working on hiring properly for the team, so I can make sure I hired the right person for that position and have a good match for the team. So it definitely worked out, and I'm glad it did. Although I was, I had other applicants, but I was definitely rooting for you because I knew you and I know how you are. And but at the same time, so considering that hey, it could possibly be that she may not be the right person, but
I knew how you worked. I knew how your team worked, from doing transactions. And I knew you as my friend. You always, when we went house hunting, you had my back. I knew what it was to work with you. So when I applied, I was excited. I wasn't really, I knew I had a secure job. So I wasn't really worried if I got it or not, but I was excited to try something new and not be bored anymore. And here I am after.
I think that's such a great testimony, kind of shows what we're about, how, it started off as a high school friendship and then it developed, and then I sold your home and I helped you buy another one, and then now you're working with me.
Yes.
You're on the team, and you've been on the team now for, I think it's 3 years.
3 years. Yeah, 3 years. So because
went by really fast.
Because we did that transaction and we've known each other, we both know what we expect. You know what I mean? We both have that work ethic. We come from the same kind of background. I would say we're first generation Latinas, Mexicans.
Yeah, and our parents are so alike. I swear,
every time we have a conversation about our parents, it's oh my God, my dad did the same. My dad did that too. So I feel we're so much alike in that sense, but we're not that alike. But it works for us because we have the same kind of values and worth ethic, and like, you know, we're here to work and we know what we expect from each other. And like, you give me complete creative freedom basically to do what I want with your image, your business, your everything. And I love it. So, yeah.
You're really like the, you know, brains behind everything, you know, like, I may be the face, but you know, it takes a team to really do as much as we do. Yeah. And, I'm so glad.
Me too. I'm so excited. I'm
so
excited for what, you know, we're planning for the next year. And it's like every year that we've been together, we've grown like a little bit more. You know, our first year we had COVID.
I know.
So we went home and worked from home, which was very hard. I almost quit on you a couple times. I'm like, this is not for me. This is not. But once we came back into the office and, you know, we readjusted our team and we really came in and worked. We did great. I feel like that's when I was like, okay, I like this. I like, you know, being in here and, you know, helping people but I'm still able to do other stuff. I'm, you know, behind the scenes a lot in your social media. I am like, I love staging. I love like being creative is what I
is
love.
Your favorite part of what we do?
I think my favorite part is like closing day, key day. Like people being so excited and like texting or calling them. And then you're just like, oh my God, thank you guys, you know, for your hard work. And that's definitely one of my favorite parts. But just being creative. I love like putting together things like
the baskets.
I love decorating the houses.
Decorating for our events.
I love putting our events together.
We do such a cute job.
Yeah. And I feel like that's being like, you know, the more we do it, the easier it's getting for us. So I love doing that. I love creating the social media, doing our videos together, even though I'm never in any videos. I love just like, you know, making you look good. I love it. I love just like, you know, making you feel like, okay, and you're so like, okay, you just do whatever I say you're doing. So I love that you trust that. Like you trust I'm not going to make you look crazy or, you know, so yeah.
So how would you say it's coming from a client to working with this? Like, how do you feel that transition was? Like, how do you, you know, like what's different, you know, like.
I was very, in my past, like I said, I managed the office on my own. I hadn't seen my boss in like 10 years. So he completely gave me the office. Like it was my office. I was just bored. I was literally bored of my job. Like I knew every contract. No, oh no, there's not any time to be bored now. Like I feel like in real estate, like it's like constant. Everything is just constantly going. Even on our slow days, there's something to do because we have to work on our database or what is coming up next, what's coming. You're always a month, you know, working for the next month kind of thing. But the only thing I did see, I was always in front of somebody. Like somebody was always in front of me. I mean, like talking to somebody. And now it's more kind of me behind the scenes. Like I'm always texting.
I think you like that more.
I don't mind it. I mean, I used to, before it was easy for, like, I never thought about like, oh, I don't want to be in front of. Now I'm kind of like, I don't want to be in front of the camera. I rather because I feel like it's your business. Like you should be you and the team, you know? I don't know. I don't like being in front of the camera
it's a good excuse to not be in front of the camera.
It is a good excuse. I always use that excuse. Like, oh no, it's Ileana and but
it's our team.
It is our team. It is. So that's why I'm like, you know, I'm here because it's our team. So team player.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I'm grateful that you decided to participate today.
Yes.
And start off the podcast with you because you're such a big part of everything. And I'm so grateful for you. And, you know, when I outsourced that company to hire people, like it's just, I think God puts things together how they need to come. And I think it was a God shot that, you know, you're my friend and we work together now. And I think it's a great combination. Like, I think we're similar, but we're different enough to where, you know, you you compliment me a lot, and vice versa, I would say.
I agree. I agree, because we both bring something to the table. Like, I feel like you've taught me a lot, like, you know, investing and a lot of things that I wasn't like, I knew, but I wasn't fully aware of, you know, in the real estate world. And I feel like I bring stuff to your table too. Like, you know, I'm always trying to push you and always trying to grow you in certain areas that I know, you know, be more out there, do this, do that. And I feel like we both do that for each other. So I think that's what makes our relationship work, because even though we are friends, it's not, we come here to work, and we both know that. And I feel like I know my role very well. Like, I'm not trying to overstep. But I know you're my friend. So if I need something, I know you're going to be there, and you know, so yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I love the relationship we have, where I think, you know, we're pretty transparent with each other. I know we're transparent with each other, and we keep it professional but fun at the same time. And, you know, a lot of people don't see the behind the scenes things that happen, which is a lot that's going on, and it gets crazy. And, you know, dealing with uncooperative people sometimes is difficult, but I think you've seen like the worst in me sometimes, but also the best in me. And, you know, definitely having people like you around helps me, you know, keep moving forward, you know, and I think that's what a team's about, you know, just pushing each other, growing each other, not just one person meeting their goals, but the whole team meeting their goals. Exactly. And I love that you don't just push me, but everybody that's involved in our team, you help them grow. Yes. So you've definitely been an asset to the team.
Thank you. Yeah, but I totally feel that same way about you. Like, you're always trying to grow us. Like, what's your next goal? What is your, you know, let's buy a house. Let's do this. Let's do
what's the goal this year? I
know, like, let's buy a house this year, or, you know, so it's always like, I love growing, and that's what I feel like our team is. And all of us, you know, it's just like me, you, Yvette. It's really a base of girls on the team, because the boys are kind of out, you know, all the time, the boys on the team. So I love that we have that, like, sisterhood. Like, I feel like, you know, like, we're always looking out for each other. I'm always trying to push Yvette or you to do something more out of your comfort zone. So I feel like that's what our team's about. I feel like that's what we're here to do.
Yeah, growth and helping others, and client care, and, you know, having fun while
doing it.
Well,
and of course, production. Others. Of course, growing our production year after year. I feel like that's always important. So
our values are you know, we have similar values, and I think that's really like what brings us closer, is like our culture and what we believe in, and our kids, you know, like, because we both have the same kids, you know, which is so funny. Like, you have, you know, your little one that's the same age as mine, and then our older ones, and it's so funny because they are, you know, you have your not issues with them, but what you go through with them is the same thing I go through with mine. And I love that we could bounce that off of each other and relate. But not just our parents, but our kids and ourselves. And I'm excited for this year. I'm very excited.
Yes, so am I. Very excited.
You know, to try different things, be on the podcast. We'll have Yvette on here next time.
Yes, we should totally have her on. She will love it. So thank you for having me. And I'm so excited for what this year brings for us and our team. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here and for doing this, because I know it's hard for you.
I know.
But
I hate it.
Like I said, now you know how I feel.
I know,
but it gets easier.
But thanks.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today. And on to the next one.
Yes.